Hey everyone, back tuning into today's video. It's a weekend forecast today. We're going to have a detailed look at the weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. Becoming more unsettled really in the next 7 days in the weekend, but it'll be quite cold as well at times. There'll be certainly some wintry conditions in the north, and later on in the week, the latest running for GFS, which is what the charts that we're looking at for this particular update, the 6 o'clock run of the GFS being used for this weekend broadcast. Later on in the week, the GFS is indicating that there could be some wintry weather even coming down into the south of the country, would you believe, towards the end of next week. Now that's a long way off. It's at the unreliable end of this forecast, but have to keep an eye on it and see where that's going. So going along with the weekend forecast, just to say about the ads, there's links to articles sitting underneath the web video here on the homepage at gavswebnews.com. Have a browse through the widget, and if there's any articles that you're interested in, just click through. Gav Shop is still open, so if you've got anything for shopping to at Amazon between now and Christmas, just click through the Amazon banners in Gav Shop. You'll be able to go off and do your Christmas shopping, and thanks very much for doing that. Just want to start off very quickly with this time last year. We was having the first sort of storm of the winter this time last year. Here's the chart for the 6th of December, midnight at the 6th of December 2013. This storm system brought a big storm surge down the east coast of the British Isles, and this was just the start of it, wasn't it? We didn't know back then that this would be just the first of numerous storms that would be battering the country between December and the end of February. It was an extraordinarily stormy winter last year. It didn't have hardly any cold weather, no snow, no frost to speak of really, just very, very, very stormy, and it was all starting this time last year with this very intense storm going off rapidly into Scandinavia at this point last year. I thought you'd find it interesting just to begin with that, and just a bit of a recap of what we was facing, the deluge and the onslaught from the Atlantic that we was starting off with this time last year. So have a look quickly at the radar picture from the weatheroutlook.com. You can find a link to Weather Outlook on my links page. It's much quieter scene across the country today, although it's turning wet and windy up in the north and west of Scotland, but nothing like we had this time last year. Actually been a nice tranquil start across England and Wales with widespread frost and plenty of sunshine. And that sunshine will continue through the day, but this rain up to the north and west will get heavier and more widespread through the course of today. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart, and nothing as dramatic as the one I was just showing you from last year. A little ridge of high pressure down into the south, low pressure is to the north of Scotland. And that's what's spreading in that wet and windy weather to the north. So things will go down here across Scotland, Northern Ireland, eventually coming down into Northern England through the course this afternoon. Some outbreaks of rain driven on by fairly strong winds. Rest of England and Wales having a lot of dry weather this afternoon. Good sunny spells at the moment. It'll tend to turn a little cloudier through Wales and the Midlands this afternoon, but down in the south and southeast, probably hang on to good sunny spells right the way throughout the day. Surprisingly, that's where the coldest temperatures will be today, just 3 or 4 degrees after that very frosty start. Up in the north, it's technically milder at around 8 degrees, 46 Fahrenheit, but it won't feel that much milder because the wind's picking up. That's going to be quite a cold wind as well with those outbreaks of rain. Things will switch around tonight as that weather system comes south and east across England and Wales, and will take the wet and windy conditions through England and Wales tonight, with clearer spells and blustery wintry showers, increasingly wintry showers coming into Scotland and Northern Ireland, driven in by this strong and cold northwesterly wind. Temperatures will hold up much better in the south. It's not going to be a frosty night like it was last night, the south was, but they'll get close to freezing in the north. There could be some ice actually for parts of Scotland later on in the night. Going through into Sunday, and we're in a pretty cold west to northwesterly wind there. We have a wet start down in the south and southeast. That rain could take quite a while to clear the south and southeast actually through the course of Sunday, but most of it will go by around lunchtime, and that'll lead to a much brighter afternoon with sunny spells. But then we've got these showers coming into the north and the west, and some of those showers will be heavy. They'll be wintry as well. Wintry showers down to low levels, parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland and northwestern England. And up over the high ground, particularly across Scotland, there could be some really quite significant snow indeed over the hills and the mountains of Scotland. Temperatures tomorrow, as I say, are going to be a good deal colder in the north, compared to today, just 2 or 3 degrees. In the south, not too bad actually, at around 7 or 8, but those temperatures will tend to lower off as we go through the course of the day. Actually, as that rain clears, I think we'll find colder air beginning to dig in. As we move through into Monday, we're in this showery northwesterly flow. We have to watch out first on Monday morning. We're going to be bringing some troughs down from the northwest, and that could bring some wintry showers right the way across the country. Maybe just rain in the far south, but certainly for parts of Wales, the Midlands, Lincolnshire, and northwards of that, we could be seeing some wintry conditions first thing on Monday morning. Now, we're not talking about deep snow or anything that significant, but there could be flakes of snow around, so I'll be updating the Snowwatch page later, perhaps with a little bit more on that. But certainly first thing Monday morning could be some wintry type showers moving southwards and eastwards. Things will then die down through the course of Monday as we build this little ridge of high pressure in, so most of the showers after the showers first thing will die back to the coast, and most places will be dry through Monday with sunny spells. Temperatures will be on the cold side though, just say 2 to 6 degrees. Widespread frost on Monday night, that could be quite hard and significant. And then as we go through into Tuesday, we're going to find cloud and rain beginning to move in from the northwest with this very deep area of low pressure just here. So we start Tuesday on a dry, frosty, cold note, good sunny spells, but it'll turn wet and windy through the course of the day, and some of that rain will turn very heavy across parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland, driven in by gale force winds. Rain probably not arriving into the far south southeast until later on in the day during the course of Tuesday, but really windy up in the north with severe gales possible around some western and southern facing coasts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures will lift up in the north again, getting up to around 7-8 degrees. In the south, being a cold day after that frosty start. We go through into Wednesday under a very unsettled system, low pressure to the north of Scotland, really tightly packed ice bars coming through. So that rain in the north overnight, Tuesday and Wednesday, will sweep southeastwards and clear out of the way by the time we get through to Wednesday, and then we're into a mix of sunshine and showers. Those showers will be wintry again up in the north, significantly so across parts of the high ground of Scotland, with some significant snowfall possible in some places, and wintry showers possible almost anywhere really in the north and west, but very few getting through into the south and the southeast. Temperatures on Wednesday will be somewhere between, say, around 2 in the north to 7 in the south, so not too bad in the south, but you don't feel cold everywhere with those tightly packed ice bars. It's a very windy day, particularly in the north where we've got risk of severe gales. Things are getting more uncertain as we go through into Thursday, but it looks like we're going to bring another secondary system through the country, so I think Thursday probably starts off dry and bright, but it will turn cloudy and wet through the course of the day. Some of that rain will be quite heavy. Now, on the northern edge of this low pressure, cold air is digging in from the north, so for central northern parts of Scotland, that could give snow. Have to watch out for that, but the rest of the country probably just sees rain through the course of Thursday. But I have to emphasise, by this stage, the confidence in the forecast is pretty low. Temperatures on Thursday probably in the south up to around 7 or 8 degrees. In the north it will be cold. Northern Scotland just 1 or 2 degrees at best. Now I've got a weather front coming southwards through in towards Friday. Cold air is digging in behind. There could be a wave or something developing on that weather front, and that pushes it back north. As on the northern edge of that weather front, as it develops and pushes back northwards, we have got the risk of seeing some snow on the northern edge. So let's just say that for England and Wales, we probably start off with outbreaks of rain. It clears for time, and then the rain pushes back up from the south and southwest through the course of Friday afternoon, so that quite heavy. It gets into northern England and possibly turns to snow, particularly over Pennines, but maybe later on down to lower levels. Bright spells for Scotland and Northern Ireland, but with snow showers up there. Temperatures a big gradient, barely above freezing across northern Scotland to around 7 degrees down across southern England. Now look what the GFS does with that low pressure as we get through into Saturday next week. It develops into an actual area of low pressure, and there is cold air undercutting this, so we've got to watch out what's happening here. It's right at the unreliable end of this forecast period, but if this is right, we're seeing outbreaks of rain across England and Wales, perhaps turning increasingly to sleet or snow as it pushes southwards and eastwards. Could give significant snow to high ground across parts of Wales particularly, and maybe the Midlands as well, but it could well develop much different to this, so let's just watch this space and see how this goes. To the north of that, it's sunshine and snow showers for Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England, and it is cold once again, with temperatures just 2 or 3 degrees across many parts of the country. That low pressure clears out of the way by the end of Saturday, leaving us in that northerly wind. So yeah, it's still cold by the end of Saturday, with snow shower particularly in the north, but really uncertain about that. So don't be running away with the idea, but we've got that snow event coming up at the end of the week and into the weekend across the country. But let's just see how it goes. Here's today's chart from the Weather Outlook, with the rain coming into the northwest, mainly dry, sunny and cold down in the south and the southeast. That rain will push southwards and eastwards as we move through into tonight, and it'll still be there across the south on Sunday morning, clearing away through the course of the afternoon, with strong winds and wintry showers following to the north and to the west. We could have some wintry showers coming southwards across the country on Sunday night and first on Monday morning. Have to do further upon that, come back to so much space later, more on that. Monday itself, after those wintry showers clear away, probably having a lot of dry and fine weather, but it will still be cold. As we get through into Tuesday, that's when the Atlantic storm rattles into the northwest, so wet and windy there, mainly dry but cold down in the south and the southeast. Sunshine and wintry showers in the north and west on Wednesday, very windy day for Wednesday, with gales or severe gales in the north. Loads going on this week. Get through to Thursday, it's turning wet from the west. Most places will turn wet after a dry and frosty start on Thursday, and then hugely uncertain as we get through to Friday, but we could have some rain coming up from the south, and as it runs into cold air, we would have to be watching out for snow on the northern edge of that. So let's just wait and see on that one. But in summary, it's going to be a very unsettled week, I think, with showers or longer spells of rain at times. They're going to be cold as well, so there will be risk of wintry shower, particularly in the north and the west also. So loads going on. Keep checking back to GavsWeatherVids for all the updates as we enter this very interesting period of weather. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.